You see, the reality is we live in a post-COVID world. We live in a VUCA world. We live in a creative economy, right? And all of these things revolve around being creative, being more problem solving, being more able to use what you have around you, put it all together, and get the results you desire. And all of these are products of being creative. You see, creativity is the ability to come up with new and original ideas. This is a mobile phone, right? Mobile phones have been in existence before this phone was created. But this, regardless, is still a new and original idea of a certain company because they were creative or because they are creative. If you understand where I'm going with this, then you understand that the creative economy is about not creating new inventions. Like I always say, everything is already created. You just need to get what is and make it what you want. And this would be regarded as new because it is original. My name is Chisom Henry, and I do lots of consulting, business, brand, projects. I manage projects as well, and I speak professionally. I would like to specially welcome you to this Chisom Henry session. I hope you will get massive value from this session. But before we do that, before we begin properly, I'd like to get something to write on and something to write with. If you have all of those, then let's dive straight in. First, creativity, like I said, is the ability to come up with new and original ideas. New doesn't necessarily mean to invent, but you can take what is and creatively modify it and get what you want or what should be, right? That is how creativity works. And it is a key ingredient in every area of our lives. Oftentimes, I've heard couples say they have a boring marriage. But if only they could just look for that already existing part of that marriage and tweak it, they will be amazed at the result they get. I do brand consulting, I do marketing consulting, and people just come to me and complain and complain. And then you look at what already has been existing, the same staff, the same business, the same brand, the same logo, but just a tweak creatively, and they are selling more products, they are making more money, you understand, rolling in more revenue, right? And that is how creativity operates in every area of our lives, spiritually, physically, technically, and every other alleys. You have to be more creative. Excited? We go further. You see, creativity has more benefits than we can imagine. But simply put, it is the ability to better our present best. That is the overall benefit of being creative. And if you're looking at it, right, if you can solve more problems, you'll be more satisfied with your life. It's as easy as that. We live in a VUCA world, like I said earlier. We live in a post-COVID world. These are the reality of our modern day existence. And volatility, the speed at which positive negatives come at you, if you're not smart, you're not creative enough to use these things as they come, turn them around and get the results you want, you will be overwhelmed. So creativity helps us to solve problems, right? And the more problems you solve, the more satisfied you are, right? It helps us to increase our performances, right? Whatever it is you're doing. I am a project manager. I strive to learn more because, again, the VUCA world, a lot of things are happening. This is the creator economy. This is me trying to record something, all right? Because if you are not able to create, soon you will be non existent. So creativity helps you to blend in, adaptability, and it doesn't matter what it is you are dealing with. Doesn't matter where you are. If you are not creative, you're about to live a really boring life. So how then can we be more creative? How? I get asked these questions a lot. How can I be creative? I'm just going to make some bullet points, some pointers because I was at a speaking gig sometime in February, and the church had me over, and the first five questions revolved around how. You see, um, how is a key question because we know the what, but if you don't know the how, the what is nearly useless, if not useless. So let us see how we can be more creative. Expose yourself to new experiences. You cannot get new results in old practices. So when you experience new things, you see how you can creatively modify those things with your current situation, right? And that's how you get these results. Sometimes Asian solutions work in Africa because someone who's been to Asia understood what they did there and tried it and it worked. Creatively, you can modify it. You must not copy and paste. You should not copy and paste. If you copy and paste, you're not creative. It's what it is. You're copying and pasting, right? But if they have one, two, three, four, five, six, and seven, and you do one, two, four, five, six, and it worked, congratulations, you have gotten something new, regardless. You did not invent it, but you creatively modified it, and it is considered new. Take breaks. It is important that you rest. Um, it must not be finished in a day. For instance, I do basic graphic designs, right? I started out managing social media, so I've done lots of animations and graphics and all that. My best work, I never do in a single sitting. I can do my best work for the day now, and I turn off my computer, go home, come back the next day and I look at what was my best work yesterday, and I'm seeing many different pockets of spaces, right, of loose ends to tighten. And when I have that job delivered, the client has no room to complain because I took breaks. If I did all of those straight and submitted, it would have been a good job probably, but creativity allows you to do better, and better is what we're looking forward to, right? So don't be afraid to fail. This is where most people kill their creativity because you want to fail, you fake perfection. You know it's not good enough, but you don't have that maybe that time to take breaks, or you don't want to seek solutions from new places and ask questions and be the fool for 5 minutes. No, no. Thomas Edison, for instance, he said he never failed 9,000 times. No, he discovered 9,000 um, approaches that would not work. That is a creative way to look at things. And that is how to be more creative. See your failure as avenues to learn. If you walk down this path and get a negative result, you know from experience that this path is a dead end, right? And even if you must toe that path, you know how to tread. You know where to stop. You know where to, just make those little twists and turns so you can get a different result. If you are scared to fail, you will stick to the same practices and then you are far from getting new, original results. And that is a person who is not creative. If you're scared, you can never get something new without trying something new. And the chances of failing at first attempt is really high. So creative people understand that they will not get it the first time, but they will get it regardless. Now, get feedback is a very important part or ingredient in your creativity. You've done your best work. Be open minded, right? Tell me, is it good? And people will tell you, if they are being honest, nah, this is like a 40%. And that tells you you have 60% more work to do. But when you're scared of feedback, when you get upset, right, at negative feedbacks, then you are shutting yourself out from being more creative. Because it might be your best work today, but if it's not accepted, it means you need to think more. You need to do better than what you have. So feedback is a really good way to know just how much you need to step up your game, right? So be open to feedback. Ask for feedbacks. Even if nobody has something to tell you, tell them, make them tell you. Everybody has something to say, to be honest. You cannot get 100% yes, especially at first attempt. It is usually impossible, right? So get those feedbacks and take those feedbacks seriously. One concern that is well tackled may just be all you need. And have fun while at it. right? I am one person who will laugh at my failure harder and longer than people outside will. You cannot use it against me. I enjoy the process, right? The process is, like I always say, is the way to the proceeds. So I always have fun with all of those things I do, right? If it's bad, then it's bad. I see how bad it is, but I enjoy the fact that I tried because I have just learned that this would never happen again, and I don't beat myself up. So try to have fun while on your process. It's really going to make your journey bearable. And trust me, you want to have a bearable journey. Next would be to seek guidance. And I like to say guidance are in three categories. There's the inward, there's the out, and the further out. So seek inward, follow your intuition. Your intuition. What is your gut feeling telling you? Pay attention to those things, not your emotions, your intuition. They are different. Similar, right? But different regardless. You want to look outward, self-help books, website, podcasts like this, your leaders, right? Religious leaders or whoever you can look up to, your family and friends as well. Your family and friends, if they are more knowledgeable, if they can help you, ask them some necessary questions and get feedback and use those feedbacks to create, right? To come up with something new and original. Then if all of these are proven to not be helpful, then you can go further out. That's where you start looking for counselors, for consultants, for mentors, right? That can lead you down the right path. Most importantly, most importantly, you do not have a best job. You see, people limit their creativity when they see a certain invention or creation, right, as their best, and then they hoard it. Oh, you're a songwriter and you have the song you wrote and you don't want to record it yet, right? Up until you have the millions to, do the proper video shoot and all that. See, the fact is, your mind is telling you you have your best work already. Up until you push out your best work, you cannot better your best. So to you, to be more creative, don't hold on to your best work. When you get it, put it out there, learn from it. If Apple um, thought their iPhone X was their best, there would have been no 12 or 14. They are working on 15. Who knows? They might get up to 45 because they keep putting it out there. When your best work is out there, it just tells you you're back to square one. You have to do some more work because our best work is out there. So your best painting is out there. You want to paint something that is better than your best. So at that point, you want to visualize everything you put together to get your best work and improve on it. It is still new and it is still original. And guess who the owner is? In conclusion, creativity is a very important skill that benefits us in every single area of our lives. Every single area of our lives. Because when you understand creativity and how to improve it, we become more fulfilled. And a fulfilled man is a happy man, or vice versa, right? Thank you. Thank you very much for sticking around. This would be the end of this brief Chisom Henry session. I do hope it was valuable to you. Follow me on socials, communicate your most interesting part of this brief conversation. I would really, really, really love to know what you love most about it and what you do not like. If there's any, please communicate so I can improve and do better. I am Chisom Henry, and it was a wonderful session. Thank you once again. Do not forget to log on to my website. I have some interesting articles you want to check out, some books, PDFs, tickets to interesting events. I really, really, really would love you to check those out. For now, I am done. Therefore, I am done. Thank you very